Hey, welcome back. I know you probably saw the title and you're probably thinking, what is this guy talking about? Of course we're gonna wear a banner, but I'm here to remind you of all the details you may have missed out. So let's talk about Fu Xuan before you start wailing. So with the power of star signs, tarot cards, and delving to destiny to still look into your future where you're gonna also use your 50/50 and much more events to come. She is here to burn all that. So naturally this makes her follow the preservation and also typing quantum. So, Fusion skill, known by stars, shown by hearts, which after activation increases the max HP of all team members based on Fu Xuan's own maximum HP and the critical hit rate. So, make sure you give a lots of love, you guys. And for 3 turns, 65% of all incoming damage against her allies is going to be distributed to Fu Xuan. Wait a second. This reminds you of someone else. So, her ultimate, Robes of Many morphed into one, deals quantum damage based on Fu Xuan's maximum HP to all enemies and obtains 1 trigger count for a talent's HP effect. On a side note, one of her traces enables her ultimate to heal all of her allies based on her own maximum HP, though it is by a small percentage. Moving on to her talent, Bleak Breeds Bliss. It applies a damage reduction aura to the entire team as long as Fu Xuan is on the field. But when Fu Xuan's HP falls below 50%, she will heal herself based on how much health she's currently missing. This, however, does not prevent her from a heavy blow and can only be triggered a max of 2 times per battle, once by default and the second time after using her ultimate. So, onto our Eidolons. Eidolon 1 has a critical damage bonus to her skill's knowledge effect, while Eidolon 2 is huge, so if you're planning on winning like the Sims you are, go ahead, because it allows the defeated ally to survive the hit and get a big heal while Matrix of President is active, only once per battle. But wait, this skill also sounds familiar. Never mind. Eidolon 4 enables Fu Xuan to regenerate energy whenever an ally protected by the Matrix of Prescience is hit, while Eidolon 6 adds damage to her ultimate based on the amount of HP allies have lost over the course of the battle, though the amount is capped based on Fu Xuan's own maximum HP and can reset every time she uses her ultimate. So, onto our Eidolon. The best one can have is obviously a signature one, which is called She Already Shut Her Eyes, which increases the wearer's maximum HP and energy regeneration rate in addition to providing a damage boost to all allies for 2 turns whenever the wearer loses HP. On top of that, all allies will restore some HP at the beginning of each combat wave, based on the amount they've lost. So you can see how this fits Fu Xuan, since maximum HP is a most important stat, as everything she does scales with it. Energy is always useful as well, since that'll get ultimate faster of course, enabling her to deal damage and heal her allies. The built-in heal and damage buff are the cherries on top. There aren't really any other icons for the preservation yet that focus on maximum HP, and if you don't, these are some of the alternatives that you can get. So, for her relics, I recommend the 2-piece Guard of Withering Snow and the 2-piece Longevous Disciple, since it will get the HP and defense that she needs. But then when it comes to the ornaments, I recommend the 2-piece Fleet of the Ageless, since it gives the 12% maximum HP plus 8% attack for all allies when the wearer's speed reaches 120 or higher. So maybe we don't get the HP boots, you can always opt for the speed boots. As for the teams, if you don't already, you can put on a full quantum team, but if not, you can basically put on any other team, since she is that tanker, that support unit that you need, and she can also get that extra sustenance. So, now moving on to the main part of the video, her weaknesses. So, since Fu Xuan is a preservation unit, HP scaling isn't really what you need, as opposed to defense, which can slow down optimizing a build. And as well, if you haven't pre-farmed for her, yeah, it's pretty not that good, as well as having low DPS potential and not making a shield, which most preservation units can make and do make. Even a healing potential is not so high like other allies, such as Rocha, Bailu, Natasha. Their healing is way better than just hers. And to be honest, for farming stuff, for farming items, she's not really a necessity to have. So, in conclusion, I still say don't summon, especially if we already have good quantum units such as Silver Wolf, who is like the best debuff you could ever have, Zila, who's also a good DPS I could ever have. But if you are summoning, I still see something for Lynx, because Lynx can get the job much better. He's a good support. That's what I can say, because his healing and stuff, just chef's kiss. But apart from that, there's still so much more units coming out, like Jinglu, who looks like a good ice DPS, which we really don't have much of, since most of them are just supports and shielders. Oh, and Topaz, a new 5-star fire element, apart from Himiko. Sorry, Himiko fans. So, really guys, just wait, because we're still getting new units, even the leaks about new 5-star Stellar Hunter coming out. I'm already excited. Plus, you should summon on Dunghound while you have the chance. So apart from that guys, thank you for enjoying, and don't wail. Really don't.